Have you ever woken up in the morning feeling determined that today is the day everything changes? You'll work out, learn a new skill, and crush your goals, only to find yourself procrastinating by the end of the day, saying, "I'll just do it tomorrow." The truth is, 90% of people who set New Year's resolutions give up within a few weeks. Not because they're not smart or talented, but because they lack one crucial thing: discipline. Think about the most successful people in the world. Elon Musk works over 100 hours a week to build Tesla and SpaceX. Kobe Bryant used to wake up at 4 a.m. to train while his competitors were still asleep. A former Navy SEAL once said, "Want to take control of your life? Start by mastering the smallest things, like making your bed every morning." They're not superhuman. They just have something most people don't: iron discipline. And here's the good news: you can develop it too. In today's video, I'll show you the most effective way to build self-discipline, overcome procrastination, take control of your actions, and move closer to success, one step at a time. Let's get started. 1. Self-discipline, the key to success. Have you ever wondered why some people can stay committed to their goals for years, while others give up after just a few days? What makes a professional athlete wake up at 4 a.m. to train while so many struggle, just to get out of bed? The answer lies in self-discipline. Discipline isn't about harsh rules or strict routines. It's simply the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's not about short-term motivation, but a long-term commitment to yourself. You might not enjoy working out in the morning, but if you have discipline, you'll still do it because you know it's necessary for your health. You might not feel excited about studying every day, but persistence will lead to progress over time. Many people believe success comes from motivation, but motivation is just a temporary feeling. It can't last forever. It might give you a boost after watching an inspiring video, but will you still feel the same determination a few days later? Discipline is different. It doesn't depend on how you feel. It's the ability to take action even when motivation fades. Like a muscle, the more you train it, the stronger it becomes. That's why successful people always maintain high levels of discipline. They don't let emotions dictate their actions. They set rules for themselves and stick to them every day. Jeff Bezos prioritizes sleep and exercise to stay productive. Bill Gates reads for at least an hour a day no matter how busy he is. Serena Williams practices thousands of shots daily, not because she loves it, but because she knows discipline is what creates champions. Success doesn't come from sudden bursts of motivation. It comes from small, consistent habits built over time. Successful people don't wait for inspiration. They take action, and that's why they achieve greatness. So how can you build discipline like them? Let's dive into the next section. 2. 5 steps to build self-discipline. Step 1. Identify your big reason, the motivation behind discipline. Self-discipline isn't just about forcing yourself to follow a strict schedule. It comes from having a strong motivation, a goal that truly matters to you. Without a powerful big reason, it's easy to give up when things get tough. In today's world, filled with distractions and temptations, having a meaningful motivation will help you stay disciplined and persistent, even when things don't go as planned. So, how do you find your big reason? Ask yourself, why do I need to build self-discipline? Think about your career, health, or personal growth. What will you lose if you don't make a change now? For example, if you want to advance in your career, your reason isn't just about getting a higher position. It's about achieving financial independence and stability. If you want to improve your health, it's not just about looking good. It's about living a longer, healthier life without limitations. These reasons go beyond personal benefits. They reflect your values and the impact you want to have on your family, society, and yourself. However, just identifying your motivation isn't enough. To stay disciplined, you need to turn your goal into a real commitment. Write down 3 key reasons why self-discipline is important to you and place them where you'll see them often. On your phone screen, workspace, or personal journal. Once you have your motivation, integrate it into your daily life and let it guide your decisions. Self-discipline isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you can train. And to build it, you first need a strong enough reason to keep going. Whenever you feel tired or tempted to quit, remind yourself of your big reason, because that's the fuel that will push you forward. Step 2. Start with small habits, the key to self-discipline. In today's fast-paced world, many people want to transform themselves overnight, reading dozens of books a year, exercising daily, or waking up at 5 a.m. immediately. However, setting overly ambitious goals often leads to burnout and early failure. A more effective approach is to focus on small but sustainable changes, a principle widely known in Japanese Kaizen philosophy. Kaizen promotes continuous improvement through small, consistent adjustments in daily habits. Instead of trying to change everything at once, start with simple actions and repeat them consistently. Neuroscience has shown that frequent repetition of behaviors strengthens habits. When an action becomes familiar, your brain no longer sees it as a burden, and it naturally becomes a part of your routine. For example, if you want to read more books, instead of forcing yourself to finish 1 book per week, start with just 5 minutes of reading per day. If you want to get fitter, begin with just 10 push-ups a day, then gradually increase. If your goal is to wake up earlier, set your alarm 15 minutes earlier each week instead of trying to wake up 2 hours earlier right away. These small changes may seem insignificant in the short term, but over time, they create remarkable transformations. Success is not the result of a sudden breakthrough, but the accumulation of small habits repeated daily. So, start today with just one small step. Step 3. Eliminating temptations. Maintaining self-discipline is not just about willpower. It also depends a lot on your environment. Our brains naturally seek instant rewards, and in a world full of distractions, staying focused is becoming increasingly difficult. Instead of relying on willpower to resist temptation, a more effective approach is to proactively remove or minimize things that cause distractions. In fact, your environment can determine up to 80% of your ability to maintain good habits. If you want to eat healthily, but your fridge is full of junk food, it will be hard to resist. If you need to focus on work, but your phone keeps sending notifications, staying on track becomes a challenge. Some common daily distractions include spending too much time on social media, hitting the snooze button in the morning, or struggling to concentrate due to a noisy environment. To reduce these distractions, try simple but effective solutions. If you want to cut down on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook usage, delete the apps, set time limits, or use tools like Freedom or Stay Focused to block distracting websites. If you want to wake up early without hitting snooze, place your phone far from your bed so you have to get up to turn it off. You can also use a sunrise alarm clock to help your body wake up naturally. To boost productivity, try the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Or use noise-cancelling headphones and create a quiet, organized workspace to minimize distractions. Another important rule is out of sight calms out of mind, which helps reduce temptation. People are highly responsive to visual cues, so if you don't see something, you are less likely to be tempted by it. If you want to stop snacking, don't. Keep junk food in sight. If you want to focus on work, put your phone on silent mode and keep it out of reach. Designing your living and working space to minimize distractions will make it easier to build self-discipline. In short, instead of relying on willpower to fight temptation, we should create an environment that supports good habits. A clean, simple, and well-organized space will not only help you stay focused, but also make self-discipline feel easier and more sustainable. Step 4. Practicing self-discipline with the no-choice principle. In today's world, where we constantly face distractions and temptations, maintaining personal discipline is not just about willpower, it's also about how we structure our lives. The no choice, no excuses principle emphasizes taking action immediately without making excuses, helping to build a strong mindset and eliminate procrastination. Instead of letting emotions dictate our actions, we need to create a system that forces us to follow through with our plans. One of the most effective ways to stay disciplined is through public commitment. When we share our goals with friends, family, or colleagues, we not only create external pressure, but also feel more responsible for achieving them. For example, if someone wants to maintain a morning running habit, joining a local running group, or announcing their schedule to friends can boost motivation. In many European countries, community sports groups and social media challenges serve as powerful tools for accountability and encouragement. Another key factor is setting clear deadlines. Without a deadline, people tend to procrastinate, thinking they have plenty of time. Parkinson's law states that work expands to fill the time available for its completion. Therefore, limiting the time for a task can increase efficiency and prevent unnecessary delays. In European workplaces, the time blocking method, dividing tasks into specific time slots, is widely used to optimize productivity and maintain focus. In short, instead of falling into a cycle of procrastination, we can apply the no-choice principle by committing to others and setting concrete deadlines for each task. A disciplined lifestyle not only enhances work efficiency, but also fosters a sense of control and proactiveness, key factors for success in today's fast-paced world. Step 5. Tracking progress and self-rewarding. Discipline is not just about forcing yourself to do something. It's about knowing how to track your progress and setting up a rewarding system to maintain motivation. When you have a clear way to measure improvement, it becomes easier to stay committed to your goals. At the same time, small rewards help your brain associate discipline with enjoyment rather than restriction or pressure. Tracking progress plays a crucial role in building discipline. When you can see your progress over time, you gain a sense of achievement and stay consistent. Without tracking, it's easy to feel discouraged and give up when results aren't immediately visible. Everyone can choose a tracking method that works best for them, whether it's using Notion, Google Sheets for a visual approach, or writing in a journal for a more personal connection with their goals. However, tracking is only effective when paired with clear objectives. Instead of setting vague goals like read more books, define them specifically, such as read 10 pages a day for 30 days. The clearer the goal, the easier it is to measure and stay motivated. Additionally, the habit streak method is a great technique. Once you maintain a streak of completing tasks daily, you won't want to break it, which helps reinforce long-term discipline. Discipline doesn't mean constantly pushing yourself without encouragement. If you only focus on what you must do, you will quickly feel drained. That's why a well-planned reward system can help keep you motivated and make self-discipline easier. Rewards should be appealing, but not disruptive to your goals. For example, after completing 7 consecutive days of work, you can treat yourself to a favorite movie. If you stay consistent for 30 days, you might buy a new book to continue your personal growth. Using rewards to reinforce habits is also effective. If you allow yourself a cup of your favorite coffee after every morning workout, your brain will start looking forward to exercising, making it easier to maintain the habit. In short, discipline is not something distant or only for people with strong willpower. By taking consistent action, tracking progress clearly, and rewarding yourself appropriately, anyone can develop discipline as a natural part of life. What matters most is not perfection from the start, but steady improvement every day. 3. Common mistakes in building discipline and how to overcome them. Developing discipline requires persistence, but many people make mistakes that cause them to give up easily. One of the most common mistakes is waiting for motivation before taking action. Many believe they need to feel inspired before they can start working, but in reality, motivation is not always available. If you rely only on temporary bursts of inspiration, you will likely procrastinate and fail to build lasting habits. Instead, take action first. Motivation will follow. When you start doing something, even without enthusiasm, seeing initial results will naturally boost your motivation to continue. To make this work, build a habit system instead of waiting for motivation. For example, if you want to read daily, set a fixed schedule like read 10 pages at 9 p.m. and stick to it until it becomes a natural part of your routine. Another common mistake is setting goals that are too big from the start, which often leads to feeling overwhelmed and discouraged. If your goal is too ambitious, like running 10 kilometers every day when you've never run before, you will quickly burn out and quit. Instead of aiming for difficult targets, apply the Kaizen principle: small, continuous improvements. Start with small, manageable goals and gradually increase them over time, such as run 1 kilometer in the first week and build up from there, or read 10 pages a day, instead of setting an intimidating goal like read 50 books a year. Once small actions become habits, expanding your goals will feel more natural and less stressful. Another mistake that causes people to give up is not tracking their progress, leaving them unaware of their improvements. When you don't see results, it's easy to lose motivation and quit halfway. Tracking progress not only helps you see your own growth, but also gives you a sense of accomplishment, which strengthens long-term motivation. The habit streak method suggests that when you complete a task for consecutive days, you naturally won't want to break the streak. To do this, use tools like Notion, Google Sheets, or a journal to record your progress. Set clear and measurable goals, such as read 10 pages a day or exercise for 15 minutes daily. Marking or highlighting completed days will give you a strong sense of achievement and encourage consistency. In summary, to effectively build discipline, stop waiting for motivation. Take action instead. Set realistic goals and gradually increase difficulty and track your progress to stay persistent. Discipline is not something distant or exclusive to highly motivated people. It is the result of small, repeated actions every day. 5. Simple steps to build self-discipline. Start today. Self-discipline isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you can develop. Anyone can build strong habits with the right approach. Here are 5 key steps to help you stay disciplined and consistent. A. Take action first. Don't wait for motivation. Motivation won't always be there, but once you start, it will follow. B. Set clear and realistic goals. Start small and gradually increase the difficulty instead of setting unrealistic expectations. C. Track your progress to stay motivated. Keeping a record of your journey helps you see improvement and avoid giving up too soon. D. Reward yourself to reinforce good habits. Your brain will associate discipline with positivity if you give yourself small rewards instead of seeing it as a burden. E. Be patient and adjust when needed. You don't need to be perfect right away. The key is to improve little by little and adapt as you go. Start today and keep going until discipline becomes a natural part of your life. Which step will you try first? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more self-improvement tips every day.